Hello everyone, my name is Dominono, welcome back to Binding of Isaac. So as of the last episode, we got to the Cathedral, which is the progress path of the Polaroid, having defeated It Lives. And the Cathedral is just that. It is a holy place, with a very cool soundtrack, I think. Oh, secret room cleared. And just like the womb before it, this place is lacking in any treasure rooms and consists now exclusively of... I can fly, why was I walking around these? Consists exclusively of trial rooms. I don't believe there are any shops in this floor either. Are there any shops in the womb? I don't think so. Possibly. I can't remember. Look back and tell me if I'm wrong. Ow. So death is super annoying. My damage stat isn't very high at the moment, which is bugging me. Because obviously having a high damage is pretty essential to making progress in this game, otherwise you end up taking huge amounts of time on singular enemies. To be fair, I am kind of sloppy at the moment because I'm not playing with the Lost, which is I've said already, has been my progress portion of Binding of Isaac recently, which I tend to play every so often. I need to do Greed Mode, which was introduced in Afterbirth with the Lost. I need to beat Mega Satan with the Lost. Yes, there is a boss in this game called Mega Satan. Ouch. But, yeah, my build is lacking in damage quite a bit, which is pretty bad regardless of who you are or what you're going for. Uh-oh. That's unfortunate. This place looks like it goes nowhere. So you can expend the bomb to blow open the door. Looking at the map layout, I think the boss might be sort of downward. But for now, I'll show you how these guys work. You can donate coins, of which I have an exhaustible amount, to this. The compass! The end is near. Thank you. The compass shows you where the boss is. Thank you. Good job we got that too, really, because I was wrong. Uh-oh, there's no way out of here, though. I could fight these guys, but I can't be bothered. There was nothing in here. Some floating heads, which are part of the Headless Horseman boss. I'd like to thank Infamy for reducing that bullet there. You'll notice that when Infamy triggers, you glow blue to signify that you have blocked the bullet that hit you. Ow. I believe as of this point, or possibly as of the womb, enemies start doing... No? There is a point where enemies stop doing a half a heart of damage and start doing a whole heart. I can't remember where that is. So, quite interestingly, the end boss of the cathedral is Isaac himself. And here is where I will use Algiz. Algiz is resistance. It gives you a shield for, I believe, 30 seconds, which means that I can just sit here and wail on myself. Which you may have noticed I was saving this for. Now, I might have wanted to save it for the next one, but since my damage is so low, like, there is every possibility that I might die in this fight, and you won't even get to see what happens in the next level. Now though, let's just dedicate ourselves to removing this stuff. Isaac, as a boss, has 3 phases. That first one was that first one, that second one is this one. If I take another hit, I'm going to die, so I'm probably going to lose, to be honest. I've been taking things too easy. I've not been being careful enough. I didn't think to recover my health earlier. So yeah, this will probably come to an end, I think. Maybe we'll get lucky, maybe now that I've addressed that fact, maybe I have given myself the second wind to pay attention. I doubt it, but you never know. I really do not like angel babies. Might as well leave one alive, to be honest. Oh, no, Isaac has triggered his last phase. In his last phase, he causes those big sweeping rays of light, and the only safe space when those happens is the opposite top corner from where they begin. Oh, Lots and lots of bullets. He moves around a lot, so it changes where the bullets come from, their center point. Makes it harder to predict. Right, so they start from the top left, your safe space is the top right. Do not try and run to the bottom of the screen, because those are not safe at all, you will get hit. Now, if you had more life, you could actually probably survive that hit for once, but I can't, because I've got 1 health. Because I am a pumpkin. Now, you see, the patterns are not 100% predictable, but you do get a feel for them after a while. This fight is going to take a while because of my damage stat again. Go away, Angel Me. Go away. It actually just occurred to me how similar we look. Arg, speed, go fast. Gotta go fast, gotta go Sanic. Plus, there is the deficit of my tears in this situation because he shoots so many. Like, they're not very helpful to blocking them and more helpful to just not getting through to do damage. Ta-da! I do like the soundtrack to this game a lot, especially in these areas. I believe at a point he starts shooting homing tears of his own, which means we are very similar. Oh, I got so lucky. Oh, I got so lucky there at the end. You may have seen that my infamy triggered on that bullet. That was close. That could have been the kill shot. Whew. Blimey. I think I will save this next space for the... No, you know what, because I remember I did that. So in this place, you start off with 4 new chests which have a guarantee of giving you an item. They will cost a key, so remember to save your keys for that. Usable bomb buddy. I don't think that's very useful, to be honest. Tough love, that's pretty good. The magnet, that's the item magnet, isn't it? Yeah, that's alright. Okay, the end boss of this place is over there, according to my compass. So, let's get on with this place. So the chest is a point where every single room, I believe, is a boss fight with a whole bunch of them. This is Wrath, who is based on, you may know, Bomberman. Who remembers Bomberman? I do. I used to play Bomberman on the Sega Mega Drive. Sega Saturn in the Americas. Do you remember Atomic Bomberman? Any of you? Did any of you play on the Sega Saturn / Mega Drive? Good times. But essentially, the smaller ones are Wrath, the bigger ones are Super Wrath. Like the Super Greed we saw earlier. God damn it, my damage output is terrible. Oh, I took damage there. 1 hit will now kill me. Fantastic. Come on, damn it. So, Super Wrath drops homing bombs and regular Wrath does not. They are damaged by their own bombs, so if you can knock them back into them, that's very, very helpful. We're on the cusp of victory in this room. Oh dear. What an event. I forgot to mention, by the way, that when I got hit down to 1 heart, a shield activated on me, and that was the effect of the Polaroid. Thank you. Isaac's head. Dead friend. Great. Greed, lust, and wrath. Plus a secret room, which may or may not be helpful. I need to try and get rid of lust first, because of that bloody homing in shit. I should try and get rid of greed now, because in these rooms, the boss that you kill last affects what item drops, since the sins can only drop certain items that correlate to them. Wrath is always something to do with bombs. Lust, I believe, is always poison touch, which I already have. And greed is always something to do with increasing your coins. Sadly, just dropped a couple of bombs there. Helpful, helpful. Let's blow this stuff up. They can sometimes be useful. Mushrooms, if you blow them up, can drop pills, and that pill was tears up. That's helpful. Ah, goodness. What are you? You're Sloth? That green guy? I'll want to kill him first, because he always drops, I believe, Bob's stuff, which can be useful and can be absolute garbage. Ow, just ran into the maggot because I didn't see him amidst my own companions. Bob's hit. Nope, that's garbage. Oh well, we tried. Wait, that's... oh, great. So according to the map, it looks like I'm going to have to go the long way around on this place. This, I believe, is the Forsaken. He spawns a skeleton, you must kill the skeleton, and then he reappears properly and does lasers. And if he survives this encounter, he'll make another skeleton and repeat. Onward! God damn it! Oh no. Death and pestilence. Yes, they are two halves of the four horsemen. Will the other horsemen be making an appearance on this floor? Possibly. God damn it. I hate the chest on a low damage build. Ow! Bloody bombs. So, something else I should mention is that the chest, any little chests that appear here, will always be gold chests, which give you items, because that's nice. Infestation, they grow inside, that does something, I can't remember. Oh, hey look, the other halves of the horsemen, famine and war. Great, so now you get to see how they work. So Salmon summons flies and then becomes a head and shoots you. War charges and spawns bombs. Because apparently spawning bombs is a recurring theme with doing damage, War and Wrath. War and Wrath style? Which sounds like... War and Wrath style, what is that? Sounds like some sort of poetry. Some sort of poetry formation. War and Wrath. Probably because I'm thinking of War and Peace. Oh great, 100 enemies, let's go. Ah, move, ow. Great. Back down to one hit will kill me again. Leech, give me some help, thank you. Another heart, thank you Chad. Picking up Chad was a good idea. Oh look, the harder version of Chub. What are you called again? The Widow? The Carrion. Carrion, I think. Marion the Carrion. Dropping red poop everywhere. What does red poop do? Well, it does damage if you touch it, which means in an environment like this, it is not cluttered at all, rapidly become cluttered. And I'm back down to a single health. The only weak point on this enemy is that back, the fleshy part, the skull. Does no damage. Great. Ugh. This is horrible. Once they take a certain amount of damage, they will start going diagonally instead of cardinally, and they will no longer charge. Blimey, what a slow-going fight thanks to this bloody damage output! Oh well. Fortunately, you know, without wanting to blow my own horn too hard, toot my own trumpet, I am fairly good at this game, I think. There was no door there, so there's no way forward there. Oh, for fuck's sake. It would be hiding at the longest possible spot, wouldn't it? This game is really annoying sometimes. More hearts, thank you. Respawn flies with a cup his head. Oh, hello, birdie. Birdie, dirty, dirty. This is a champion variant. Which one is it? I think it's the spawning one. Regularly, this enemy shoots at you directly, but I think this is the variant that concentrates entirely on spawning little friends, which is actually very helpful for me. Away with you. More hearts, more flies, more flies. Goodness gravy. Oh, I should try and kill Gluttony there last. Because Gluttony can drop some health items, which I want. I want your health. I want that health. You want this health? I want it. 10 points if you get that reference. Yay, some health items. And more flies in the battery. More flies, thank you. Pins, because there was nothing in here. It was the surprise attack. So you've already seen this boss, but this is just it times 4. It's not that bad. More flies. I believe there was a secret room. Yes, there was. Hey, I can come back here and pick those up later if I get less health. Hey, that's useful. Super useful. That means that I can just skip right next to the boss after this. This enemy is called Loki. And it is a ×3 because this is the chest, and the chest decides that you cannot have any fun or good times. Still, that secret room was super useful, which means that, you know, hopefully, I might be able to show you the ending of this. And my first 3 episodes on this series will be a complete run. And then maybe I'll show you greed mode and maybe a different character. I'll probably show you the Lost since all the other characters are fairly similar. And the Lost can very well be a 5-minute episode. Who is this? It's question mark, known to fans of the series as Blue Baby. And who is Blue Baby, you may ask? Well, Blue Baby is... well, it's Isaac. It's Isaac having succumbed to death. And that's why it's called question mark, because the nature of death should not be known to a child. Again, the game theory video addresses this a lot. So you should definitely check out Game Theory. I like them a lot. You know, there's a lot of leaps and bounds of logic in order to make their videos, I think, but, you know, ultimately it's fun. It encourages you to think more about this stuff, to not just read it as paper thin. So we are having a major problem at the moment because my shielded tears are constantly getting blocked by his tears. And just like Isaac before him, he too has 3, I believe, phases. Oh, goodness gracious. I don't often use bombs when I'm fighting bosses, but in this case I feel like I've got no other choice. Bing. Yes, okay, there's phase 3. You can move bombs along with your tears, interestingly. Now, Blue Baby, unlike Isaac, doesn't do a big old laser blast thing, he just does more and more homing tears and shit. Which is super unpleasant. I've run out of bombs. I can take 2 hits, I believe. Great. Hopefully this fight doesn't take a million years. That curve is a little difficult to predict because it curves in harder the further it goes. Oh, I got some health back because my leech killed one of his little guardians. For God's sake, just die already, you angelic shit. If I didn't die to me while I was alive, then the last thing I want to do is die to me while I'm a corpse. You know who fights really badly? Corpses, most of the time. Although admittedly there are a great deal of things in Dark Souls, which we just finished, that say otherwise. Hey, we did it! We actually got to the end in the first run through. Super happy about that. Let's take a look at the ending of the chest, shall we? Ooh. Oh, the implications are many. The end. But not really. Because I will show you why not really, with some more game modes, and maybe, you know, there are 2 options, aren't there? There are the Polaroid and there's the negative. I showed you the Polaroid, maybe next I'll try and show you the negative. See you in that episode.